Hey there guys, how are you? Welcome to a brand new Q&A, Ask Anything, Movie Talk, and more. All kinds of weird stuff go down in these videos. And speaking of that, I got a big gun right here in my hand. Just holding it makes me feel like a man. And if you want to see this sucker go off, that sounds weird, but check out my Edge of Tomorrow movie review over on the Flickster channel. So in this Q&A, we're going to be talking a lot about summer 2014 movies. We got a few left. And speaking of that, speaking of big summer blockbusters, let's talk about a few good buddies of mine, the Schmoes Know, who have a YouTube channel. I'll put the annotation to their channel right here, link down below. They're certified on Rotten Tomatoes. Couple nice guys, met them in person. Great friends of mine, Mark Ellis, Christian Harloff. If you guys want casual, down-to-earth movie reviews, these are the guys you need to go watch. If you guys are into movies, everything movie related on their channel, podcasts, reviews, movie news, movie talk. So this is a place you need to be. Definitely subscribe to their channel. So click the annotation right there, link down below, and then tell them Johnny Flickster sent you. All right, so the first question up was, John, what 2014 summer movies do you want to see? Now, the summer has begun. It has begun! But anyway, techno music just makes you want to dance and do air punches. So anyway, you know, we have a few months left, and there are some good movies I'm looking forward to. By the way, speaking of good summer movies, Edge of Tomorrow. Movie review should be up right now. I gotta edit it. I just got done filming it, so I gotta edit it. So this video might go up first. I'm not quite sure yet. But it'll be up there on the Flickpick channel sooner than later. Okay, so a few movies. I want to see 22 Jump Street. That comes out this Friday. Really, you know, the first 21 Jump Street, I thought it was going to be shit. I thought it was going to be awful, and I really enjoyed the movie. So looking forward to 22 Jump Street. We'll have a review up for that this weekend. Oh, last week I seen Maleficent. I was going to do a review on it. I seen the movie like 5 days after it came out, and I was like, who cares anymore? But I did have a few observations about the movie. Angelina Jolie, cheekbones, like that, but something about those unnatural cheekbones looked a little too natural and Angelina Jolie. Like, you know, like that's what she's gonna look like in another 20 years if she doesn't, like, if she just doesn't eat anymore. But yeah, I love evil, sexy chicks. I don't know what that is, but it was an okay movie, but a little bit typical of Disney live-action movies nowadays. Anyway, the other movie I want to see is Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I have to see that. Gotta see it. You know, Planet of the Apes, the remake they did in 2011 was, I think, my #1 movie of that year, and I really enjoyed it. Can't wait to see that. How to Train Your Dragon 2, another movie I was pleasantly surprised by, because you go into animated movies, and if it's not Pixar or Disney, you're like, I don't know what I'm getting into here with DreamWorks. You know, we got Shrek, and then we got like 15 Shrek movies after that, and each one just got worse and worse, and one's got the voice of Justin Timberlake in it, and you're like, oh, I just want to hit myself in the face, and then wake up 2 hours later in a ditch, but that's besides the point. So How to Train Your Dragon 2. Now, the other one after that is Transformers 4, directed by Michael Bay. Explosions, shaky cam, hot chicks, weird angles, high contrast levels in your movie for no reason whatsoever. But I do want to see robots fighting once again, and hey, you know who's going to be there? Hey robots, what are you doing on my barn? You gonna save the Earth or something? What's Optimus Prime at? So yeah, Mark Wahlberg's going to be there. That's why I'm looking forward to it. Mark Wahlberg made it interesting for me once again. So, Hercules, starring the badass The Rock, all greased up with baby oil, that just looks like a good time. And then Guardians of the Galaxy and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, huge fan. I even will go so far as to say I enjoyed Secret of the Ooze with a cameo by Vanilla Ice and Super Shredder for 4 seconds in the movie. But yeah, those are the summer movies I'm looking forward to. I know there's some other good movies, but those are the ones that stood out to me. So let's keep going on with the Q&A questions. Okay, Mr. Johnny Flickster. This is a serious matter. My friend says the movies like Batman and Robin, Spider-Man 3, and the 1990s or 1980s, I forget, are the best movies of all time. What should I do? How did your friend say? Okay, first of all, your friend confuses me, and I think he confuses himself. He said, okay, he said 1980s movies are good, which I will agree with, but he said Spider-Man 3 is a good movie. I've never comprehended that, never will, and how can you like Batman and Robin? Like, I'm one of the biggest Batman fanboys you're ever going to encounter. ever since I was a kid, loved Batman. I remember I used to sit down on the floor. I used to lay on my dog, his name was Boomer, back in the early 90s, and watch the original 1989 Batman movie on VHS over and over and over. I remember that there was this Warner Brothers advertisement before the movie where they were trying to like pawn off some Warner Brothers fan club bullshit, and I always wanted to join it, even though it was like 4 years too late because I was watching the anyway, long story. But your friend is wrong in every sense of the word. And I remember watching Batman and Robin at a drive-in theater back in 1997. Huge Batman fan. I even will go so far as to say when I was younger, I liked Batman Forever. I was like, okay, something's off here, but I kind of like it. And then Batman and Robin, I was watching it, and I think I was in a minivan, but anyway. And I was like, this isn't, my friend was beside me, I was like, this isn't right, man. Something's wrong here. Oh my god, he has nipples! And it just felt like it's the biggest cash grab, and you know, everyone can have their different opinion, but if you like Batman and Robin, you have no taste. I'm just gonna sum it up there. Yeah, your friend's wrong, but I'm sure he's a nice kid. Alright. John, did you and your girl break up? 49 likes on that son of a bitch. Whoa, that's the vibe I'm getting. Yes, I did. Me and my old lady friend split. We did not see eye to eye. There wasn't one big thing. There wasn't a big blowout. Nothing like that. It was just something dwindling for a long time. And then, you know, you're like, you know what? I can be happier somewhere else. So that's what I'm doing. I'm a man on a mission, and I need a journey into the kitchen. So yeah, I'm getting a new house. Speaking of that, I will be moving sometime this week. So within a week or so. So this might be the last recorded Q&A you see here. Now, this week, I plan on doing some live Q&As, so look out for that. I will announce them on Facebook. So yeah, we did break up, and everything's cool though. You know, it's all. I'm just kidding. Everything's cool. Trust me, I'm happier now. All right. Nice shirt, Johnny boy. Would you rather have dicks along your back like a dinosaur, or every time you have a boner, a ding goes off? I'll take the ding. Ding. You know who I'd be like? I'd be like the one guy from Breaking Bad. Ding 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 ding. All right. I told you these get weird. You guys know that. All right. Oh god. No more lights, camera, Jackson. At least for a week. What do you use on your face? How do you keep it so clean and glowing? 6 likes. Somebody was like, sweat. I do sweat a lot in my videos, and I'll tell you why. I'm in a little room right now, and when I make my videos, I got lights all over the place. It gets hot in here. It's a little oven, man. But yeah, I try to take good care of myself. You know, get a little bit of sun, a little bit of vitamin D. You got to eat healthy. Get a little bit of perspiration. Mix that in with a little bit of testosterone, a little bit of badassery, and then you top it off with a Mountain Dew. And you're like, okay, we're good here. I'm glowing because the Mountain Dew has radiation in it. All right. Hey Johnny, sorry about the question with the Dark Knight and Point Break thing. I feel sad about it. How about this? If Godzilla and King Kong were fighting outside of your house, what would you do? Oh, I'd grab my camcorder and you guys would see the best vlog ever. Like, I'd just be standing there, hey guys, look at this! And all of a sudden a fucking foot stomps me into the ground, and someone finds my camera and uploads it to YouTube, and it becomes the #1 video of all time. That's a dream come true. I mean, I'm dead. I'm literally a pancake on the pavement, but you know what? I'll be a viral legend, okay, for the rest of my life. Well, I won't have a life, but it'll be there. I would record it though. I mean, I'd be running away screaming like a little girl, but I would have to record it. John, would you rather stand in the middle of Harlem wearing a oh god. Too long of a question. All right, John, you're great and a kind-hearted person. I needed that, man. Thank you. Thank you. John, if you were stuck in Groundhog Day or Edge of Tomorrow situation, where you were stuck repeating the same day over and over again, but you could pick any day, what day would it be And what would you do? Great question. A day in my life I could repeat over and over and over again. I don't know. You know what? It might be the first day I got my license, because that was the first day I made love to a chick. Just a great day. It was just like, here's your license, here's your freedom, now go make love to that chick over there. It was just like an epic concoction of glory. So yeah, maybe that day. And I remember getting, you know what I remember that day? I got my, okay, I think I skipped 2 classes so I could go take my driving test. So I skipped like the class right before lunch, and I was hungry. So once I got my license, I went to Dairy Queen, I got a Blizzard, and I got a hot dog, and it was the most delicious hot dog I've ever had in my life. Because you know why? I had freedom. I ate that hot dog in my car as I was driving to school. That was the power I had that day, and the power I will always remember. So yeah, that day was a glorious day. John, what is happening with society? Can you save us? I think society's gone. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry if you were born in this generation. You missed some of the greatest time periods of. What do I know? I was alive in the 90s and 2 years of the 80s, but. Yeah, I think things are getting watered down. People are getting a little bit overly sensitive. Everything's a little bit too politically correct. And everyone has a smartphone where they have to check Facebook statuses every 5 seconds. I've gotten to the point I don't like to look at Facebook. Like, I'll check it, but I don't want to be there longer than 10 seconds. Like, I only do it when I'm really bored or have nothing better to do with my life. And that's very little, but... yeah, it's getting watered down. Everyone's connected to their smartphones. And you know what I hate? You go into a movie theater, right? And you look around, and you can see all these little smartphones right before the movie starts, and everyone's like checking their messages. It's like, you're not that important. Okay, you gotta check that Facebook status before the 2-hour movie? What happened? When did this happen? Technology is to blame. We're too advanced in technology. It needs to stop. We're good. Like the medical fields can advance, but everything else, just stop. I'm done. It's good. We're good. Anybody else agree with me on that? Like, it's getting too scary. Alright. I just rambled on about a whole bunch of random shit right there. Hey, John. I saw your tweet about... I can't do any more lights, camera, jacks. I'm sorry. In your opinion, who are some of the most underrated actors? You know, I wouldn't say Leo needs to win a damn award, I'll tell you that, but I like Christian Bale, I like Tom Hardy, but some underrated actors. Ben Foster. Yeah, Ben Foster. If you don't know who Ben Foster is, he was in the movie Alpha Dog, kind of like the schizophrenic badass guy. He was in 310 to Yuma. Yeah, he brings an intensity to every role he's in, but no one really talks about him. I think he needs that one good breakout role, and there's no reason that guy can't be, up there with Leonardo DiCaprio. So, Ben Foster, I'll go with him. Hey, super badass sweet Johnny Jones. I like that. So, you have a summer trip lined up for you and the old lady, and if you had to travel across country with a celeb, who would you think you could stand? So what celebrity would I want to travel cross country with? I don't know. The thing about celebrities, the more you get to know them, they're kind of fucking boring. You know what I mean? You're like, yeah, I like his movies, but I don't know if I could hang out with this guy. In all honesty, maybe someone like Jonah Hill. Like, he's down to earth, he's funny, he doesn't seem like he's a stuck-up asshole, so maybe Jonah Hill. He seems pretty laid back. I almost said Tom Hanks because he seems like such a nice guy, but I just don't feel like we'd have a lot in common. Alright, it'd just be me for 13 hours just asking him about the movie Big. I'd be like, okay, so I remember your character when he was the adult version seemed more like a kid than the kid version who was quiet and kept in. Did you guys talk to each other before that movie started, or did you just like, I'm just going to pretend like I'm a big kid and this younger version of me is Josh, is just going to be like this sheltered kid that's going to be nothing like me when I'm bigger because I'm going to play plastic dinosaurs. So I'd probably ask him that. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? I don't want to explain it. What up, Johnny Grenade? First of all, I love your videos. You have to look at Arrow if you want to see badass Deathstroke. And why haven't you mentioned the new Flash series? I'm just not that interested in it. I don't... Made-for-TV superhero shows just always feel underwhelming to me. They never truly do what they could do. And I understand there's budgets and there's time constraints. And I'm one of those guys, I like to watch a movie. I want to sit down for two and a half hours and immerse into that movie, suck it all into my eye sockets, and then be done with it. I don't want to sit there for a 30-minute, commercial break every, 5-minute superhero TV show. They just never give me what I need. All right. Hey, John, just wanted to ask you, what would you do if one day physical media died out? It'd be a sad day for movie lovers and movie enthusiasts because digital downloads will never be that good. You get substandard streaming, you get all kinds of... Like, streaming HD movies, it's a hit or miss. Depending on your internet connection, it might get shitty, it might not look as good. Also, you'll never truly get HD audio that way. So I don't know how true film enthusiasts could ever enjoy a downloaded movie. I mean, if you're just there and you're like, okay, it's just a mediocre movie. But the true thing, the bad thing about digital downloading things is there's no substance there. You can download all the shit you want to. You can put it on a computer, on a hard drive, but it's worthless. It equals nothing. You have nothing, you paid for nothing. You have files that you can't do anything with. They have no resale value. So, the movie studios make out like bandits because they're still charging you a decent rate, but they're not really giving you anything. They're giving you a file. That doesn't cost them anything. Physical media, you can hold it, you can resell it. As a consumer, it's a better idea, a better purchase because you can do something with it in the long run. Plus, physical media, you will always get the best picture quality and best audio quality, and anything else, well, it's just uncivilized. Okay, and the last question of the day is, which protein do you use? I use Body Fortress whey protein from Walmart. It's like $15. I've tried all the expensive proteins out. This is the best for the cheapest amount, and I recommend it. 60 grams of protein. It's good stuff. So yeah, I've seen results from it, and I recommend it. So anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up the Q&A for today. And look out for some live Q&As throughout the week. I'll do... They'll probably be in the evening time, late. I don't know. We'll switch it up a few times. So if you guys live in different time zones, you can catch them. So anyway, guys, yeah, thanks for watching. Ask anything and everything down below, and I'll see you next time.